Please, please, WWE, LA Knight versus Gunther in the last time is now finals. Pick LA Knight, and here's why. Hello, everybody. My name is Sancho West, and this is Sancho West Wrestling, where I talk about all things wrestling. If you're a fan of wrestling, consider subscribing to the channel. And yes, I'm going to get this out the way. I am an LA Knight fan, all right? But I can acknowledge the greatness of Gunther, and I understand why people would want Gunther versus Cena. So in this video, we're going to explore why they should pick LA Knight, and, you know, yes, they're going to probably pick Gunther, but let's go ahead and break it down why they should pick LA Knight. Now, here's the reason why I'm an LA Knight fan. I've said this so many times in countless videos, and damn, was it awesome to see LA Knight beat Jey Uso. That right now, as an LA Knight fan, I am in the house money, dude. Whatever happens, happens, and I'm excited for LA Knight because considering that he's been in the shadows, he has been put in the backseat, so to speak, just waiting for an opportunity, and here we are again, another opportunity to reach the ascend from where he ever has been, from just being the secondary characters for the main event, from always being the megastar, being the superstar in the main event, and then when a bigger name shows up, he gets booted out. Oh my goodness, we need you for Survivor Series. Oh, a bigger name come back, boom, booted out. Who am I gonna pick for my team? Oh, Randy Orton's here, boom, booted out. In countless triple threats and countless fatal four ways, LA Knights always teased. Money in the Bank, teased to win. Royal Rumble, teased to win. King of the Ring, teased to win. There's countless opportunities where LA Knight is so close to getting into that level. And here it is, another opportunity. Is the WWE just playing with my emotions as an LA Knight fan? It's literally in Austin, Texas, by the way. I live in Austin, Texas. In the time of this video, it is December 4th. It is literally tomorrow, and I don't want to go. I don't want to go live to see LA Knight lose. Granted, it's beneficial to be here for a watch party to get all those reactions, but at the same time, brother, I really do feel like they are just going to tease us to get us in there to be like, man, we want something so bad. Countless times Triple H and all the other bookers and the writing team have said that we always know that you want something so bad that we're not going to give it to you. And here we are, right here, tomorrow. We want this so bad. And the reason why I think LA Knight would be a great opponent for Cena is just because there's a variety of moves, all right? It does shift the balance where LA Knight now becomes the underdog versus John Cena. I think if they wanted to tell a story of somebody that has not that many opportunities, that someone's been grinding throughout the different promotions, that someone who's literally been doing this for his entire career. I mean, I know he's in his 40s and things of the sort. You have somebody who has tried to be an actor, has been in commercials, has been working every kind of avenue to be successful, comes from a town that no one really expected a superstar like LA Knight to be from, and then worked his way up into the WWE, got put with a very, very bad gimmick. Max Dupree, awful. Got back to being LA Knight, tried to climb his way out, did climb his way out, and then literally shoved back. I mean, people were speculating that he has been in the doghouse because of that sign that he held that he said that they should pick him over Jey Uso. So goodness gracious, dude, the road that LA Knight has traveled is not easy. And I think the biggest kind of red flag throughout this entire career for LA Knight was when he didn't shake the hand of John Cena. It was a simple layup. You have the biggest name in the industry, John Cena, putting his hand out to shake so he could put you over, and then you have to maintain who you are as LA Knight, and you kind of push back on it, and then there's an awkward moment. And I understand why LA Knight as the character didn't want to shake John Cena's hand, because maybe he was trying to go into not necessarily business for himself, but probably set up new business with John Cena. And I understand as John Cena, like, dude, sometimes just do it. It's a simple thing. We would have been over and we would have pushed forward, but now it's a thing. Now it's a situation. Now it's a problem that you made an anthill into a molehill, into a mountain almost instantly. And in my mind, I was speculating that it's not the sign that he got in trouble for holding it against Jey Uso. It was that he didn't shake John Cena's hand. And I was like, man, he's in this tournament. He's going to be a first round exit, considering that he had to deal with the Mystery Man. He beat Zack Ryder. He goes again into a Mystery Man situation against Sheamus. And there's people like my friend Santi's talking about that it should have been Sheamus in this situation. Now, I do understand the tea leaves. I understand the red lines connecting that Sheamus versus Gunther great matches between those two. Great WrestleMania alongside with Drew McIntyre. Those guys could put on banger after banger. And you have the whole thing of Sheamus trying to go after another title, if John Cena in the scenario with holding on his Intercontinental. Sheamus trying to get back to his glory days, and Sheamus trying to get his IC title to complete his entire Grand Slam. And at the same time, Sheamus beating Gunther. Like, there's so many factors in that work really, really well. But we're not presented with that. Instead, we're presented with LA Knight, the underdog in this fight. Let's go ahead and talk about the other side of the coin. Gunther. Gunther presents a ultimate heel that John Cena fans and John Cena in general thrives in. John Cena right now is the underdog. Gunther will be that guy that would be the unstoppable force, meeting the immovable object in John Cena, the will of hustle, loyalty, and respect. All those three things, the theme, the everything, that motto that makes John Cena who he is, can be represented in the ring in a match against Gunther, right? It's as if you're saying the story of John Cena, who he is, and he won't quit, in the story of Gunther versus Cena, whereas LA Knight personifies the hustle, loyalty, and respect. So if the WWE wants to tell the story that LA Knight embodies those things, great. Have LA Knight face John Cena. I'm not even asking for him to win. Just by getting into the finals speaks volumes, and by being the guy to retire or in the retirement match of John Cena speaks volumes as well. Going back to Gunther. Gunther has been the guy that's been red circled throughout the entire time. Everybody has been hoping when John Cena's retirement tour was announced that Gunther would have a stab at John Cena. I mean, you're talking about one of the top heels in the game, John Cena, one of the legends, and it would be a great matchup. And Gunther is known to bring 5-star level matches out of people. Just recently in the Last Time Is Now tournament in the semifinals, having a banger match out of Solo Sikoa. So I completely understand. The house money or the entire world is going to want Gunther versus Cena, and it's easier to book the match between Gunther versus Cena. But that is where I draw the line in the sand. I don't want to see a Gunther match versus an older legend. I've seen it before with CM Punk. I've seen it with Randy Orton. I've seen the matches where Gunther just wears down his opponent and gets all the offense for about 90% of the match, and I know John Cena will be able to sell that way. Just think of WrestleMania between Cody and John Cena, how John Cena was on top of Cody Rhodes and being the heel, and the match was such a slow pace. And I think that's what you're going to get, the complete opposite of LA Knight versus John Cena. It's going to be more faster paced. It's going to be even. You're going to have a balanced match between John Cena leading, LA Knight leading. You're going to have it back and forth, and there's going to be a moment where it gets to the end. You're like, oh my God, who is going to win? There's a lot more questions on the line for that. At the same time, Gunther, is this going to be one-sided for the entire time? Can John Cena dig into Superman Cena, Super Cena coming out for a moment, and then Gunther's going to squash it down? There's going to be a little bit of moment, and then Gunther's going to squash it down again. Gunther's going to chop him to death, and then Gunther's going to chop a ring post, and all of a sudden Gunther's injured. I've seen this played out multiple times. Gunther's going to go deep into his spam bag. Boom, powerbomb. Boom, powerbomb. Boom, powerbomb. John Cena's going to kick out of that. Boom, sleeper hold. And all you're like, oh God, please, John, don't tap out to Gunther, because the biggest other red flag in this scenario for the Gunther and Cena camp is that, dude, we literally just saw Gunther retire Goldberg, and you're going to have Gunther retire Goldberg and John Cena in the same year. I guess if you want to re-embody the legend killer status for Gunther, sure, I'll be on point for that. I'll be on board with that. But at the same time, the final argument here in this video, I'm going to have to say, is like, who needs it more, right? Who needs the rub more for beating John Cena or being in the retirement match for John Cena? Is it LA Knight or Gunther? Gunther literally has captured gold multiple times in singles. He is still in the main event, can instantly challenge the undisputed title, could instantly challenge the heavyweight title easily, and who be granted those WrestleMania type matches. He will be in main event PLEs. Hell, he will be in PLEs, right? Look at the other side of the coin. LA Knight, brother, has missed so many PLEs, has missed so many weekly television, that this guy needs it more. This guy needs something to be able to vault himself into the main event picture and be a major player in the main event picture. And I'm not even asking for much. I'm not even asking him to beat John Cena, because I do believe John Cena has already put somebody over in the company by letting Dominic Mysterio beat him in San Diego to regain his Intercontinental title. And like my co-host at the Wrestling School podcast, Santi, said, he mentioned that he put an entire faction over in the Judgment Day to make up for the burial of Nexus. And I'm like, damn, that was smart, Santi. So there's so many already things that John Cena has done, like a traditional retirement where you put the boots in the ring situation. He's already done these things by putting Dominic Mysterio over, someone who's going to be in the company a lot longer than Gunther and LA Knight, considering their age. So driving it all back to bringing it home, why should it be LA Knight versus Cena? I think you want the most diverse match and the most will they, won't they, 50-50 type of thing. If it's going to be Gunther and John Cena, you're going to hope that John Cena beats Gunther. And then where's Gunther going to go there, right? I don't think, like, if you look at all the scenarios, Gunther beating Cena is not the best one. LA Knight losing to Cena, I would take over that. And yeah, I know LA Knight fandom and things of that sort, another loss for LA Knight, but at least he could say he went up against John Cena in his retirement one, and he will forever be etched into the record books. But there's always a small voice in the back of my head that is Saturday Night Main Event, and that is when they show the goods and the wares of the entire WWE. And what is the best, shiniest heel that they have in the business besides Dominic Mysterio? It's Gunther. Man, it's tough, dude. My heart says LA Knight, and my brain sings Gunther. And I think that's where I'm going to be into what happens Friday night. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, who do you want to see to advance into the finals, and to the, I guess, the actual retirement match against John Cena in Washington? Let me know. Bubbies.